What's going on, everybody, man? It's Halftime with the Playmakers, your midweek partner with the live show, The Playmakers, aired on WANM 90.5 on Saturdays from 12:30 to 2 p.m. I'm your host, Malik Burgess, repping the DMV, and I got a few guys with me in the studio. Let's go.
What's going on, everybody? It's Brian Houghton Jr., representing Broward County as per usual, man. How y'all feeling today, man?
Feeling
Feeling good. You know how I am. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Tristan Hutton coming to you live from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, by way of Winter Haven, Florida.
What's good, everybody? It's Young Hefe, Jeffrey Hood Jr., repping the DMV in Atlanta area.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We lit today in the studio, and today we have a special guest with us. We're going on our fourth episode of Who's Next, and we decided to bring on a special guest. Keilan, I know him personally. I went to high school, and we went to St. John's College High School in DC together. But just to give you a little bit background about the guest, Keilan is a third-year running back who has appeared in 24 games with 4 starts for the Texas Longhorns. He transferred from Alabama in 2021 and joined the Longhorns as a junior. In 2022, Keilan earned honorable mention All Big 12 selections as a return specialist by the league's coaches. Also earned honorable mention Big 12 Offensive Newcomer of the Year award in 2021. So, what's up, Keilan? Welcome to have you on the show.
Great to have
What's
you.
good, my boy? What's up? Happy to be here, man. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir.
We're
Yes,
talking
sir.
a little second. But yeah.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit before we got on camera, before we started recording and stuff. But me and you go way back. You know what I'm saying? I know you for years, brother. But I'm about to go right into the question. So, out of high school, you committed to Alabama. That was a big commitment from you coming straight out of St. John's in DC. So, what was your recruiting process like?
Honestly, so with with people who have, I guess, a handful of offers and stuff like that, like a lot of the times you have coaches hitting you up pretty much every day, trying to talk to you, tell them a little bit about their school and all that stuff, yada yada. But like I said, like for me, I never was the type that like really got all the way into it too much. Like I kind of was real chill with my recruiting process. Like I wasn't on the phone too much with coaches. I didn't really like doing all that. And then like too, I didn't really, out of all the schools that really, I guess, wanted to have me there to play football for them, I didn't entertain a lot of those schools. I kind of had like my own little, not list or nothing, but like I knew the places I wasn't going to go personally. So I didn't spend a lot of time talking to a lot of people that I knew I wasn't going to their school. So my recruiting process was pretty chill for the most part. Not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, that's what's up, brother. So, what was it like being one of the top running back recruits in your class? You obviously you had all the big schools coming at you, but you were able to kind of find the right fit for you. So, what was that like?
It was pretty cool. I mean, it's always cool feeling wanted, in a way. It can get kind of annoying, but I mean, it was kind of cool, having schools and all that stuff come out of you. Being known, I guess, for football in a way, it was pretty cool. But in terms of like how I made my decision and all that kind of stuff, it was really what felt right. I knew Coach Loxley. He used to be the offensive coordinator at Alabama. He's from DC guy, and so building a relationship with him and talking to all the players I knew that were down there from the time. Terrell Lewis that went to St. John's with us. He was there. To Trey Diggs, he from the area, from the Cowboys now. He was down there. There's a few people that are down at the University of Alabama right now and back then were from the area. So talking to all of them and seeing how that was pretty cool. So it was like it was an easy transition, with the defense. I say defense with the DC offensive coordinator and then everybody else down there. Yeah, so that's kind of how it was that decision.
So, Keilan, what's going on? It's Tristan. I was a big fan of yours out of high school. I saw the way you looked when I said I'm from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I see you peeped the correlation off rip.
Yeah, I don't meet too many people from Tuscaloosa other than the ones that are from Tuscaloosa, like in Tuscaloosa. I ain't never heard nobody say I'm from Tuscaloosa outside of 205.
Yeah, man. I'm actually from the city. Well, not even the city, the town, because in Tuscaloosa.
I was about to say, yeah, the town.
But as we all know now, you ultimately transferred from Alabama and went to Texas. Can we talk about how big of a role them trying to change your position to wide receiver played a part in that?
Well, honestly, the thing is they weren't even really trying to change my position. So I didn't play I had to backtrack a little bit. So that spring, that was spring of 2021, like March, April, and May, right? That was my spring ball. And I was still a sophomore this time. I'm going into like my junior year. And in spring ball, that's when like it's kind of like preparation for fall camp. And so like in spring ball, they'll try a lot of stuff that they haven't tried before, stuff that they maybe think about doing in the fall like I said, they just trying to get different guys in different positions, see how they look and stuff like that. So for me, I was still playing running back, but you know how in the offense, with most people, you got to get the ball to, like your best playmakers and all that kind of stuff. And I happened to be one of those, but at just running back, they were like, let's find other ways to try to get you the ball. Let's try to put you in receiver sometimes in addition to playing running back. And so I was like, all right, cool. Like, I'm all for that. I'm all for getting the ball in different kind of ways, especially at receiver. It's a lot easier to make plays because there's a lot more space. All you got to do is worry about one person. You pass that one person for touchdown. And so I was like, all right, cool. Like, we could do that. And after about like a few weeks, few practices at receiver, like, it was pretty easy. Like, it was just like being like a little kid again. I was out there just running around, catching the ball and making plays and all that kind of stuff. So the position change wasn't really so much as to why I left, because it wasn't really like a real deal position change. It was just like put me in some packages at receiver, learn some plays and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's just a lot of why I left wasn't even based off of football, honestly. The football I played a little bit of it, but most of it now wasn't even football decisions.
And I do remember you sat out during the COVID year, so everybody was like, "Where's Keilan? Where's Keilan? Where's Keilan?"
Yeah.
Even I was like, "Where's Keilan? Like, we need Keilan out there right now." But even though that COVID year we had Najee and B-Rob, it was a real deep running back stable that year. But I still felt like we could have used you in multiple ways. Even especially the year that we you transferred and all the running backs that got hurt, and it was just B-Rob and Trey Sanders. So I think it really left. But when you did leave and decided to transfer to Texas, was Coach Sark one of the main reasons why you decided to go out there?
So honestly, when I first hit the portal's a little different than high school. It's just like high school recruiting, but it's all happening at one time. You feel me? Like you have multiple coaches from all kind of schools. All of them got your number. As soon as your name go in there, they got your number and email. So it's coaches literally from all over the country blowing your phone all day and all night. So when I had first got into the portal, I had completely forgot that Sark and them had came to Texas. I ain't even know what none of them was. You know, like once the coach disappeared from your life, like as a college athlete, like unless you really, really was real deal locked in with him, like always texting them and yada yada back and forth, like you probably never hear from that coach again. That's just how busy college football is. But so when I first hit the portal, I was looking around, had different schools and all that kind of stuff hit me up. And then Coach Banks, our tight end coach here, he was a tight end coach at Alabama. When he had left with Sark Flood, Banks, Coach Milby, and like a few other little GAs and all that stuff, they all came from Bama to Texas. But when I had first hit the portal up, Coach Banks had hit me up. And like I said, I completely forgot that it was over here. He was like, yeah, can you give us a look? Like, we already know what it is over here, you know the offense already, you know the coaches and all that stuff. Like, come check out the town and all that. Look, I was like, all right, bet. Like, I'll check that out. So I said that Coach Sark, Coach Banks, and all those guys, like me being familiar with them from Alabama and me like had played with them, they recruited me there. And I already know the system and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that played a lot as to why I came to Texas. That made it a lot easier. And then when I came on my visit and saw how awesome I looked, it kind of like DC in a way. Like, if you would have put DC in Texas, it'd be awesome. But yeah, when I came here and seen that it was a real city and all that kind of stuff, like it was a nice place, I was like, oh yeah, I could do this. So yeah, it made it a lot easier though than being here.
Yo, what's up, Keilan? This is Jeffrey, and my question to you is: this your third year with you and Coach Sarkisian at Texas? Coming off an 8-5 season, a top 15 recruiting class, you guys have a lot of returning talent coming back. What is the expectations coming to the season?
I mean, every year here is like championship or bust. You feel me? Like if you don't win a championship here, it's always expected. It was a bad year. But I mean, of course, we're looking to build on top of 8-5. Honestly, if I'm going to keep it a buck with you, 100%. This is not me for saying this because I play for the team and I believe in us that much, but like just from knowing what I know, this is no bias in it. I think we should go undefeated this year. Run the table. Week 2, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Y'all gotta go to Tuscaloosa this year. I gotta go to Tuscaloosa this year.
Man, you saw what happened last year. Come on, brother.
I saw what happened last year.
It was a great game. It was a great game, definitely. It was a great game.
To follow up with that question, what is the running back room looking like with Roshan Johnson leaving and Bijan Robinson leaving?
I mean, we looking good. We looking strong. I mean, we still got a bunch of dogs in the room. We're going to be 2 great players. Obviously, when they're going on to the next level and do their thing. Salute to them and my boys. Congrats to them. I can't wait to see where they end up at. But we should be strong this year. It shouldn't really be no drop-off at all, you know?
That's what's up.
So before we go to the next question, I wasn't gonna ask it, and I told him not to ask it, but I just feel like we might as well ask it.
Yeah,
now.
might as well ask it.
Well, what's going on between Quinn and Arch, man? How you think that's gonna end up?
I mean, like we had a whole season with Q, a whole winter, spring, summer, full season, and then turn it back around. It was good, Coach Carlos. Don't anywhere. But to turn it back around, yeah, we got another winter, spring, summer, and then a whole another season with Q. So year 2 of Q should be it should be pretty dope. I think he'll be way better than what he was last year. Arch is looking good. You already know when we're talking about Arch Manning. You know what I mean? He's Manning on the back of the jersey because you already know he's gonna be nice. But yeah, Arch be doing his thing, of course, like he's still learning and all that. You know, he is just a freshman. He still would be in high school if he didn't enroll early. But I mean Arch will be a great quarterback in the future. Quinn is a great quarterback. So you know what I mean, just gotta let them go out there and do their thing, whoever it is. I mean, I don't really think it's too much of a battle right now. I don't really think it's a battle in the first place. They're both great players, you know, and they both will deliver no matter who they will quarterback.
And then Keilan, this is Brian here. We see a lot these days with the name, image, and likeness deals. We see players like RG Manning, one of the top, incomer recruits that get paid a lot from NIL deals this season.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about NIL deals? Do you feel like they've changed college sports for the better or for the worse?
I think it's made it for the better. I think NIL should have been around. I'm not like a believer of that we should be paid by the school directly as employers, like how people paid or something like that, or a trainer or somebody else that might work for the school. But I do think that we should have been able to make money off our own name and likeness. So I think it's a great thing that college allows us to make money. But I say this about NIL: it's not as sweet as what people think it is. Like people be thinking it's real sweet, like it's just money out here for anybody and everybody. Like everybody got a bunch of money and yada yada blah blah blah. And that's not the case, unless you're like one of those real deal 1%ers, and in the world of college football, being a 1%er is like being a half percenter. You one of them, then maybe you might be making a lot of money. Like the numbers you're hearing, but even those numbers are very off. But everybody else, like a lot of people still out here fitting for themselves anyway. So it's not as sweet as people think it is, but it's great that players are able to make their own money now. I think it's made the game a lot. I think it's made it a better place. I don't think in terms of NIL that when it comes to recruiting, I don't think the NIL should be a factor in that. So I don't think a recruit should be like, yeah, I went here because they gave them enough money or something like that. Nah, I mean, that's why I think stuff is wrong. That's like what's going on. I don't think that should be how it is. But in terms of you already being where you at and people like you for who you are, how you play and all that stuff, you make some money off of stuff, hell yeah. I'm all for that.
Bijan had a Porsche NIL deal, right?
Lamborghini, yeah. He had to deal with them. They let him drive around a Lamborghini and all that stuff and yada yada. Yeah, that was pretty dope. He ain't even like to whip it that much.
Nah, I get you though. It's not as sweet as people think it is.
Yeah.
Got a quick question for you. This is just an extra question, just because I've known you since high school days. During your COVID season, when you sat out, you know what I'm saying, you blew up, like not in terms of that, but like in terms of your size, brother.
Yeah, big.
So you didn't even look how you looked when you first went to Bama. So can you just talk about like how that helped you, how that helped your performance, and how that helped you becoming into the player that you are right now?
It helped a lot. So you know how it is. Our high school, we happen to have like a weight room and a trainer and protein shakes and all that kind of stuff. So we were blessed to be in that position to always like to be where like we can be in tip top shape or put on that kind of muscle and all that kind of stuff. But I say that when I had opted out, I ain't had nothing to do all day. You know what I mean? Like I could have sat around and did nothing all day, or like the way I looked at it was like, yeah, I'm not gonna be playing this season for a couple months. I ain't gonna be here, but when I come back, I gotta come back better than what I was when I left about it. Like what I'm gonna look like, I ain't here for 4 months and I come back, I'm worse. So people look at me crazy. And so I was working out with my older brother. What's good, Gabe? He a personal trainer. We was literally like, we'd wake up and we'd go lift, and then we'd chill, and then we'd go lift later on that day. So I was working out probably like 2 days for like a month straight. Just working out, and that just gave me that extra little strength, the extra little to my game, if that makes sense, a little pop, to where like I know I'm not the biggest guy. I'm only 5'9", $185, $190 between them most of the time, but it made it to where like I had that strength to where I can't be little boy, if that makes sense. I can't be thrown around and more durable and stuff like that, and with being able to do more. You got to make that jump from high school to college, and I kind of got that college body. So, yeah.
That boy hopped on the grams looking like a bodybuilder. I said that.
Yeah. Now I ain't gonna lie, like I ain't as big as I was in that photo. You gotta remember that was just like 4 or 5 months of literally eating weights, bro. Like I'm just lifting every day, all day. Now I'm running and all that kind of stuff a lot more and doing a lot more stuff. So that's bulking weight. That wasn't like in season playing way. The season you got to cut down a little bit, you know. But yeah,
I do have one more question for you.
what's up?
Because we hear from Malik all the time about St. John's this, St. John's that, St. John's this.
I don't gotta
Mhm.
cap about nothing, Keilan.
So
I don't gotta cap about
I
nothing.
want to ask you.
I know you ain't capped about nothing.
Here we
What's up? What's up? Wait.
I do got one question for you though. State championship senior year against Caleb Williams. Tell me what happened. I've heard it. I've heard it from Malik. I need to hear it from your mouth. What happened?
Well, honestly, I put the blame on myself for that game. 'Cause I was injured and I couldn't play. So I like to put the blame on myself. But we were definitely cheated. I mean, if you sit there, you can watch the film, bro. Like my man Ron Cook had the handoff 1 yard line, right? Like, dudes, I don't remember exactly what happened, but I know that he was on the ground at least for a second or two, bro. Like the play was clearly dead, bro. It was clear as day that the play was dead. And a ball had came out. I guess after being on the ground for 2-3 seconds, the play was dead, but the ball had came out.
He blew the whistle.
And somebody picked it up and ran it all the way back without the whistle being blown. But I swear to God, like on everything I love, like bro had either got tackled or like he was literally like on the ground. Like his knee had hit the ground or something, he was tackled, bro. But like the play was clearly dead. Like the Gonzaga defenders wouldn't even playing on one.
So y'all don't credit none of that to Caleb Williams, huh?
Nah, I'm not giving him none of that. Nah, hell no. They was getting strapped the whole game, bro. Like only thing they could do was run the quarterback. That was it. That's all he was doing, run the ball as a quarterback.
Bro, we was undefeated that season too, bro.
Bro, we was going to be number one in the country, bro. What? Bro. So yeah, I mean, he was definitely cheated though. Like you can look it up, bro. Like if I can find the film of that and show y'all, like you'll see that it was BS.
IMG number one in the country.
Bro, we was raw. That's bro.
Bro, we was better than bro. We was better than everybody. Bro.
We was raw.
And I can't even talk how I really want to talk right because we on the interview, bro. We was real deal. Like we was better than everybody in the country, bro. Like bro, we was OC my senior year, bro. We was OC, bro. You gotta think about it. Like, our class was like that, and then we had them 2020s with us. Them youngins real deal.
The whole killers though, like Keilan said though, like Keilan got hurt too. Like he got hurt midway through the season, bro.
I barely played senior year, bro. If y'all remember, I pulled my hamstring in that scrimmage. So I had missed like the first 4 weeks, and I tried to play that Hoover game, and I pulled it in Hoover again. And so I was out for like 2-3 weeks after that. When I finally get back, my damn meniscus decided to blow up, and now I can't play no more.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, Keilan. I love the confidence, but saying y'all were number one in the country when you got IMG blowing teams out and Bryce Young.
Brother. Bryce Young was one in a junior in high school my senior year, so we ain't even worried about them boys.
The year after,
we ain't even worried about them boys.
No, the year after actually, which is crazy. The year after St. John's played Bryce Young, and they lost. But he wasn't that raw when he was a junior, as raw as he was when he was a senior.
Oh yeah, we did play Bryce. Yeah, he did. Yeah, they came to DC.
Yeah,
I never talked with Bryce about that. Damn, I forgot all about that.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, they had came to DC and all that. We was hanging on first half. Now, if our team we'd have beat them boys, bro.
Come on, bro.
I'm not, bro. We'd have beat them.
I just had to act that because we hear Malik talk about St. John's all the time about how y'all.
We was so deep, it don't make no sense. Our team, bro.
I don't have to cap about nothing, bro.
And y'all were better than St. Francis too. St. Francis.
Yes, we ran through all of them, bro. We was deep, bro. Like we had receivers, we had backs, we had linemen, we had defense, bro. Like our 2020 class and our 2019 class combined, bro. Oh my God, bro. The year before that was even crazier. Woo.
Well, Keilan, bro, I really, really appreciate you for coming on the show with us today, bro. Chopping it up, bro. We really, really enjoyed your company, bro. And
for sure, my boy.